We have a huge film breakdown today. We're going to be looking over 2026 quarterback Dayton Raiola, younger brother of Nebraska five-star Dylan Raiola. And we're going to go over the best of the best from his high school career so far. And I'm going to answer the question, will he be better than his brother? So really quick, we have a jam-packed film breakdown today. Make sure to smash that like button if you're excited about the future of Nebraska football, along with hitting that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with everything related to Nebraska football this summer, whether that's recruiting, rumors, anything going on within the program. I have you covered here daily, so hit that subscribe button and join the family. But without further ado, let's just jump right into it, looking over Dayton Raiola. All right, let's get it rolling. As always, this is the first time I'm watching this, so reacting live with you guys. We're going to start off with his freshman JV highlights. Now, this was the best of the best from his first year of high school ball. And then after that, we're going to take it to his most recent film to date, his spring practice performance at Buford High School. So it'll be interesting to see the comparison between then and now. But let's just start it off with Dayton Raiola. I'm excited. You can see the measures there. I believe he got up to about 6'2", but here he's about 6 foot tall. And right off the bat, you can just see that ability to scramble outside the pocket, make something happen. Nice dart. Nice job once again to stay tall in the pocket and deliver. Same deal there, man. He has a cannon just like his brother. Again, he's throwing lefty, unlike Dylan. But yeah, already is showing off that arm power. Again, once again, just very quick release as well. Sees a guy wide open across the field in these post routes, is diming him up. So it'll be interesting to see. Oh, that's a beautiful ball, by the way. But it'll be interesting to see how developed his progressions are. Again, we're seeing a lot of just deep passes right off the rip. That was just a one progression. He has a, again, great deep ball. We're already seeing that throughout his film. That's a given. But he has some good accuracy on those balls as well. Again, really pinpointing it the back of the end zone. So already throughout this film, we're seeing just a lot of one-read plays, right? A guy's wide open, streaking across the middle of the field. He's going to dot him up. Again, not too many progressions, so we'll see how that develops throughout his film. But I'm liking the arm power so far. And again, as always, I'll save my final pros and cons, complete analysis till the end. So stick around for that. But yeah, really liking the accuracy, liking that arm power. This is a guy who absolutely can throw the ball about 50, 60 yards, just like his brother, if not more. Yeah, drop that pass, but again, right there in the bucket. And you can just already see the potential from him. This is his freshman year. And he's playing against a JV defense right now, but all of these passes are on the money. He has great vision just right off the snap. That was a great read. Again, you want to throw this football before the wide receiver turns his head around. And bang, right here. Wide receiver, his head is still going forward. And that's a great pass, great catch. Yeah, man. He just makes that deep ball look so easy with the flick of the wrist. That's something that I talked about when it comes to his brother Dylan, was that, you know, when Dylan's throwing the ball about 50 yards, it looks so easy. Same deal with Dayton. Again, he has strong genetics. Of course, we know his dad and his uncle, one of the better offensive linemen in the history of Nebraska, and then his uncle played for Wisconsin. Once again, just really good accuracy. It's pretty evident here, though, that he's not too developed when it comes to reading defenses, right? That's not a big con. He's a freshman in high school. But we're seeing a lot of just drop-back pass plays, right? Basically staring down a receiver. And that's all fine and dandy. And I'll get to, you know, of course, we'll see his film from the more recent times about a month ago. And, of course, we'll have my pros and cons at the end. But it's just something I'm noticing early on here. Nice ball. Put it up high. And it should be noted that this is at Chandler High School in Arizona. That's where he and his brother used to play. Now they're both at Buford. Or excuse me, he's at Buford. Dylan was at Buford. Now he's with Nebraska. But, yep, they are now in Georgia. And something to note about Dayton is that he's actually competing for that quarterback one job now at Buford. Buford's one of the better high schools in the country, and he's got to win that battle over this offseason. If he doesn't win it, it's not going to mean great things for his recruitment. I wouldn't be surprised if he transfers, but okay, of course we will get to that at the end. Man, he's a bowling ball. He's built, built bigger, just like his dad. I want to see a little bit more of him getting outside the pocket here. Nice little bootleg. Again, he has that accuracy, no doubt about it. There's just not too many plays of the pocket getting breaking down and him, having to make a play on his legs or, navigating, stepping up, right? Just a lot of one read, quick action, which is all fine. There you go. Step up in the pocket. There you go. Good ball. A little bit underthrown. Yeah, he throws that fade ball very well for a guy his age. Love this trickeration. Good ball. Again, high point it. That was a better catch than it was the pass, to be completely honest with you. All right, so we'll watch a couple more of this, and then we'll get to his Buford film from this offseason. We'll basically watch maybe 2 or 3 clips here. And just very quick. Basically, 1 progression. 2 is the most I've seen, and he gets that ball out. There's not too many times where he has scrambled with this film, and that's expected in JV ball. The coverage is not great. All right. So we'll stop it here early. Now let's get to his Buford film. This is the most recent film we have on him. Happened about a month ago in May. He was playing a spring game. So let's look it over. All right, let's just dive into it. This was against Norcross High School, a spring game in early May. I really like that teams in Georgia do that. I wish they did that over here in Nebraska. And right off the bat, you see that deep post route. We saw a lot of that throughout his freshman film. And something that I noticed, just look at Dayton Raiola's stature right here. A little bit leaner, a little bit more muscular. Definitely growing up, getting older. And he looks, again, more like a true quarterback. Again, just a beautiful deep ball right on the money. Maybe a little bit underthrown, but touchdown nonetheless. Really like this play concept. And there it is. That's something I was looking for throughout his freshman film, that ability to make a play on his legs. And he does a great job. Again, he could have probably got this out to the flat. That's maybe going to be a con for him. The vision was not there. He was, again, wide open man in the flat, but instead decides to juke out this guy, step up in the pocket, keep that vision downfield, but he's going to take it and run it for a big gain. Yeah, would have been interesting to see if he would have flipped that out to the flat, but no problem. Gets some yardage. Another play action rolling out this time. A little check down. He'll take that. All right, so again, that was only 3 plays. Now, I watched a couple other plays from his spring game that obviously didn't make the highlight list, so I'll talk about them right here, about basically what I saw against Norcross. There was a lot of underthrown footballs by Dayton. Some of them, he was a little bit too late to get to the receiver. They got swatted down, and there was a lot of running the football, right? The reason why there's not too many clips on here is because they actually ran the football a lot more than they threw it in the air. So, again, nothing really to be too concerned about by Dayton Raiola, but should be mentioned that he is in a quarterback battle right now against a guy by the name of TJ Wilcox. And let's just get into that right now. Let's go over the analysis from what we just watched about Dayton Raiola, the pros and the cons. All right, let's just start it off with the pros. Number 1, he can sling the rock. We saw a couple throws on there that are about 40, 45, 50 yards down the field. Again, just like his brother with a flick of the wrist. So that's definitely a pro for him. A lot of quarterbacks cannot throw the ball that easily down the field. And we're looking at a guy who could probably throw about 60, 65 yards by the time he is a senior in high school. So that's something that I love to see from young, raw prospects. Number 2, I was really impressed with his accuracy. A lot of times when you're looking over these freshman quarterbacks, the accuracy is all over the place. They can't pinpoint that fade ball very well. They don't know when to throw it up high or throw it down low where only the receiver can get it. He did a very good job of doing that. Again, that fade ball was just beautiful. I saw that a couple times in the end zone. Just pinpoint accuracy. So I was very impressed with that. But as for the cons, again, there weren't too many progressions on display. That's normal for a freshman quarterback. A lot of it was just one drop, and he'll get it over the middle to a man, or basically one or two progressions at most. By the time he gets to his senior campaign, you're looking for 3, even 4 progressions throughout that play. Again, that's what the best quarterbacks do throughout high school. So that's something that I'm going to want to look at. Another thing that I want to see is that ability that when you're scrambling, when you're getting outside the pocket, keep that vision downfield, right? Keep that vision, off to the sideline. Try to find an open man, because a lot of times when you find that open man, it's going to be a lot more yards than what you're going to get on your legs. That's something that Dylan does a great job at. Whenever Dylan scrambled at Buford High School, he always kept the vision downfield to find an open man over whatever he could do on his legs. So let's see if Dayton could do very similar throughout his junior campaign. Now, let's talk about what he's going to do this year. Again, I mentioned it before. He is in a quarterback battle right now at Buford High School. They brought in a transfer quarterback from another school in Georgia to basically compete against him. This is a big offseason. And if he does not win this quarterback battle, that is not great for his recruitment. I imagine his dad, Dominic, knows that. I don't know what will happen there if they end up transferring, if they ended up fighting through it. I'm not sure, but we're hoping that doesn't have to even be a conversation. We're hoping that he will win that quarterback battle and that he's going to be the head man at Buford. Again, Buford's one of the best high schools in the country, so that would be huge for his recruitment. As of right now, he has only 3 offers: Nebraska, Appalachian State, and Charlotte, but I expect to see some other schools show some interest over the next couple months. So it'll be interesting to see where Dayton's recruitment goes. Again, he's a very raw prospect. Comparing him to Dylan at this point in their career, when Dylan was going into his junior campaign, yes, Dylan was probably a little bit of the better prospect, but Dayton has just as high of a ceiling as Dylan, if not greater. Man, I'm super excited to see what he does, and hopefully he will be the next quarterback of Nebraska when his time comes. Again, he's only a 2026 kid, a lot of time between now and when he ends up committing, so we'll definitely have to keep our eyes on him. So let me know down below, what did you think about Dayton Raiola's film? Were you impressed? Maybe something he needs to work on. Again, let me know that down below in the comment section. And hey, if you made it this far in the video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. And as always, folks, go Big Red, go Matt Rhule, and see you in the next one.